You are the chosen one. You stared at the bills on the table, wondering how to make it through another month. You sat in a hospital hallway with fear pounding in your chest. You lay in bed at night, the silence in your home louder than any words. And yet, in the stillness of that night, heaven was already writing your dawn. Isolation was never punishment. It was preparation, like Joseph in the prison cell, like David in the wilderness, like Esther hidden before the throne. Your solitude is not abandonment, it is appointment. This is the crucible where vision is sharpened. This is the hidden studio where the brush has not yet touched the canvas, but the masterpiece is already alive in the heart of the artist. Here the wounds you buried are unearthed. Here the scars you carried silently are touched by divine hands. You are not being left behind. You are being rebuilt from the inside out. Think of the moment you stared at numbers on a bill that mocked you. That night you thought it was your end, but heaven whispered, "This is the soil where provision will grow." Think of the moment you sat outside a hospital door, your body trembling, your prayers fragile. You thought you were abandoned, but heaven declared, "This is where healing begins, in the unseen." Do not despise the silence. The silence is a sanctuary. Do not fear the loneliness. The loneliness is a laboratory. Every tear on the pillow is a seed. Every quiet hour is a furnace. Every hidden day is a chisel shaping the crown you will wear. This solitude is your cocoon, and when the butterfly breaks through, it does not ask why it was hidden. It knows that wings could not be formed in the noise. They had to be woven in the quiet. If this truth speaks to you, hit like and subscribe. Write 333 inches the comments. It is a prophetic sign of your divine alignment. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not lost. You are chosen. And the silence is your sacred ground. And when you step out of this hidden place, you will not step out as you went in. You will step out with clarity, like a torch in the night, with strength forged in fire, with purpose anchored in eternity. See it now. The door is closed, but the light seeps under the crack. You hear nothing, but destiny is pounding on the other side. The handle is turning. The door is opening. You thought the wilderness was rejection. But it was not rejection. It was training. You thought the silence was emptiness. But it was not emptiness. It was equipment. The giants you will face tomorrow demand the strength you are gathering today. Look at your life. You worked 2 jobs and still felt the weight of lack pressing on your chest. That moment was not evidence of your weakness. It was the weightlifting of your faith. You waited for a phone call that never came, and the silence nearly broke you. That silence was not your enemy. It was the sharpening of your spirit. You heard the doctor's words that froze your heart, and yet here you are still breathing. That breath is the proof that heaven has not finished with you. This is the crucible of growth, like the warrior who retreats into the wilderness, unseen and unknown, training in secret until the time of battle. You too are being trained in silence. Your solitude is your arena. Your fears are the sparring partners you must face. Your doubts are the heavy stones you must lift. Your tears are the sweat of your training. Every whisper of fear becomes a teacher. Every night of doubt becomes a weapon. Every hidden battle becomes strength that cannot be stolen. Think of Job, stripped of everything, sitting in ashes with nothing left but breath and faith. Yet, it was in that ash that his testimony was forged. Think of David, rejected by his own brothers, tending sheep with no applause. Yet it was in that field he learned the sling that would drop a giant. Think of you, staring at the bills, waiting for test results, aching from betrayal. It is here, in your own wilderness, that your weapon is being placed in your hand. Do not curse the training ground. Bless it. Do not flee from the silence. Lean into it. For here, you are not breaking down, you are being built. If this truth ignites something in you, hit like and subscribe. Write 333 inches the comments. It is the sign that your hidden training is aligning with your revealed destiny. You are not just surviving this wilderness, you are mastering it. You are not just waiting, you are being weaponized. You are not just hoping, you are being hardened for glory. And when the moment comes, when the giant steps onto the field, you will not tremble. You will smile, because you will know that everything you faced in silence was training for this very day. See it now. The dust of the wilderness rises around you. The sling is in your hand. The giant mocks, but your heart is steady. Your aim is clear. The stone leaves your hand. The sound of victory echoes. You thought the prison was your end. but the prison was your passage. You thought the chains meant you were forgotten, but the chains were the classroom where heaven whispered secrets no palace could teach. Like Joseph behind iron bars, falsely accused and overlooked, you too have sat in places that looked like endings. A workplace that never saw your value, a relationship that chained your worth, a diagnosis that imprisoned your hope. Yet, hear this. The prison is not your grave, it is your hallway. You sat at a table, looking at bills you could not pay, and it felt like the walls were closing in. That was your prison. You sat in the waiting room while the clock mocked your hope. That was your prison. You walked through your own home, where silence felt louder than any voice. That was your prison. But listen, even in the prison, heaven is working. Even in the silence, dreams are maturing. Even in the locked room, keys are being forged in the unseen. Do not despise the cell. The cell is the classroom. Do not curse the chains. The chains are the chisels. Do not fear the silence. The silence is the syllabus of heaven. The prison is not punishment. It is placement. Placement for preparation. Placement for promotion. Placement for a throne you do not yet see. Think of Joseph, moving from dungeon to destiny in a single day. Think of Daniel, cast into a den of lions yet walking out untouched. Think of Paul, chained in a cell yet writing letters that still set nations on fire. Their prison was not their ending, it was their launching pad. So is yours. You may feel forgotten, but you are not. You may feel buried, but you are planted. You may feel trapped, but you are positioned. If this word is striking your spirit, hit like and subscribe. Write 333 inches the comments. It is a prophetic act, declaring your prison is about to become your palace. You will not die here. You will not be crushed here. You will not remain here. You will rise from here, and when you do, the very things that tried to bury you will become the testimony that elevates you. The very walls that confined you will become the backdrop of your story. The very chains that held you will become the proof that heaven has chosen you. See it now. The prison door stands before you. The guard is asleep. The key is turning. The lock clicks open. The light of freedom floods in. You step out, not as a prisoner, but as royalty in disguise. You thought the fire was sent to consume you, but the fire was sent to refine you. You thought the heat was punishment, but the heat was preparation. Every flame that licked at your hope was not there to burn you down. It was there to burn away what could not go with you. Like gold in the furnace, like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego standing in Babylon's fire, you too have been cast into trials that felt unbearable, a diagnosis that scorched your peace, a betrayal that set your soul ablaze, a financial storm that threatened to reduce everything you built into ash. But the truth is this: you were not destroyed. The fire revealed what could not be taken from you. The fire stripped away what was temporary and left only what was eternal. You sat at the kitchen table, calculating every coin, feeling like your security had gone up in flames. But in that very fire, a new wisdom was being forged. You wept on your pillow when someone you trusted broke your heart, and the fire of betrayal burned deep. But in that fire, you discovered your worth could never be chained to another person's decision. You listened to the doctor list possibilities that made your chest heavy, and the flames of fear rose high. Yet here you are, walking, breathing, standing in the same fire that was meant to kill you. Listen, the fire does not destroy the chosen. It defines them. The fire does not erase your future. It engraves it. The fire does not silence your destiny. It amplifies it. Think of Job, stripped of all, yet in the ashes declaring, "I know my Redeemer lives." Think of Peter, crushed by his denial, yet rising as the rock on which the church would be built. Think of you, standing in your own furnace, and realizing that what the enemy sent for destruction, heaven is using for distinction. Do not fear the heat. The heat is your refining. Do not curse the flames. The flames are your elevation. Do not run from the fire. The fire is your final test before the crown. If this message speaks to you, hit like and subscribe. Write 333 inches the comments. It is your prophetic seal that the fire you are in is the fire that will reveal you. You are not burning down. You are blazing up. You are not collapsing. You are being crowned. You are not forgotten in the flames. You are seen, protected, exalted, and when you emerge, people will not recognize you. They will not see the scars. They will see the shine. They will not smell the smoke. They will see the glow. They will not pity you. They will honor you. See it now. The furnace door swings open. The flames rise higher. But in the midst of the fire, you are not alone. Another stands beside you, radiant, unshaken, eternal. You walk out, untouched, and the crown is waiting. You thought you were wandering without direction, but the wilderness was your compass. You thought you were abandoned in silence, but the silence was your alignment. Every step you took in emptiness was tuning your soul to a higher frequency. The world is loud. The world is cluttered. Opinions scream. Doubts echo. But when heaven chooses you, heaven separates you. Not to punish you, but to tune you. Think of those moments when you scrolled through your phone, drowning in comparison, yet something inside you whispered you were made for more. Think of those days when friends faded away, when you sat alone at the cafe wondering why your circle grew smaller. That silence was not rejection, it was redirection. Think of those hours you sat with paperwork, legal notices, or hospital reports, and nothing seemed clear. The confusion was not chaos, it was calibration. In solitude, your spirit becomes a satellite, adjusting until it catches the frequency of heaven. In quiet, your soul becomes an instrument, tightening strings until the sound is pure. In silence, your steps become aligned, not with human calendars, but with divine timing. This is why doors did not open when you knocked. This is why opportunities slipped when you reached. This is why relationships collapsed when you begged. Because the timing of man is noise, but the timing of God is symphony. Think of Elijah in the cave. The fire passed, the wind passed, the earthquake passed, but the whisper remained. That whisper was alignment. Think of Mary waiting in obscurity, her womb carrying a promise she could not explain. That hidden season was alignment. Think of you, waiting in your own wilderness, feeling unheard, yet being synchronized with a rhythm greater than you. Do not despise the waiting. The waiting is your tuning. Do not despise the silence. The silence is your signal. Do not despise the wilderness. The wilderness is your alignment. If this truth touches your heart, hit like and subscribe. Write 333 inches the comments. It is a prophetic sign that you are aligned with divine order. You are not late. You are not off track. You are not forgotten. You are aligned. You are positioned. You are timed by heaven itself. And when the rhythm strikes, when the door swings, when the opportunity arrives, it will not be too soon, and it will not be too late. It will be perfect, because it will be divine. See it now. The stars above are shifting. The compass needle trembles, then points steady. The clock strikes, not your hour, but heaven's hour, and the gates swing open at the very moment you were created for. You thought you had nothing left inside you, but solitude has been uncovering hidden treasure. You thought your story was ordinary, but in the silence, gifts are awakening. Every quiet night, every lonely hour, every hidden season has been pulling back the veil on who you really are. There are wells inside you never knew were there. There are visions locked in your spirit that only silence could unseal. There are strengths buried in your soul that only pressure could uncover. Think of those moments when ideas came to you in the night, solutions you never studied, songs you never wrote before but suddenly flowed. That was not coincidence. That was treasure awakening. Think of the time you suddenly felt the weight of another's sorrow without a word spoken. That was empathy becoming a weapon in your hand. Think of the moment you saw flashes of possibility in your spirit, glimpses of doors you did not yet walk through. That was heaven revealing capacity. Like Moses, with a staff in his hand, he once thought was just wood. You are discovering what you carry is far more than it looks. Like Esther, hidden behind palace walls, you are realizing that silence has been shaping you for a stage greater than yourself. Like Paul, whose letters were born in chains, you are awakening to gifts that will echo far beyond your lifetime. The treasures are not for pride, they are for purpose. The gifts are not for show, they are for service. The visions are not random, they are revelation. This is why heaven hid you, not to waste you, but to refine you, not to silence you, but to strengthen you, not to bury you, but to build you. If this word ignites your heart, hit like and subscribe. Write 333 inches the comments. It is your prophetic seal that your hidden treasure is now being revealed. You are stepping out, not weaker, but wiser. You are stepping out, not broken, but blazing. You are stepping out, not empty, but overflowing. And when you emerge, you will not only carry your own healing, you will carry healing for others. You will not only carry your own vision, you will ignite vision in others. You will not only carry your own gifts, you will awaken gifts in others. See it now. The ground cracks open. The chest hidden beneath the soil bursts forth. The lid flies open. Light floods out. The treasure is revealed, and it was always inside you.